you to your car. Please come find one of us who's seen speaking today or who is wearing the security vest. And we will come escort you to your car. So that's what we're going to do. We keep each other safe here. So again, you're going to disperse, get to your car, get out as quickly as possible. This is for our safety. And go in a group and let us know if you need to be escorted. We're just going to end on a couple of chants tonight, okay?
Hey, you're ready to people. Like now. Where's Ice at? They need to get Ice up here right now. They need to get Ice up here right now, chat. Right now. They need to get Ice up here right now, chat. Seriously. No more kidding around, man. No more kidding around, chat. I guess that's over.
As President Trump touts his push for peace, there's a new Reagan Defense survey showing a majority of Americans support the U.S. being more engaged on the world stage. 64%, strong number there on the survey released this week. The president and CEO of the Reagan Library is David Trulio, and Fox National Security correspondent Jennifer Griffin both join me here in Simi Valley. Great to see you guys.
Great to see you, Bill.
Another year, and it's so interesting to see how the world changes in 12 months. Jen, last night, the White House released its report on the national security strategy. What did you find significant?
Well, it's very significant, Bill. This is the premier document that will drive basically all of the defense decisions that we'll be talking about here today. What's different, this is really what is being called a Trump corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, going back to James Monroe of 1823, which really focuses more on the Western Hemisphere and malign influence in the Western Hemisphere. And
that's a good thing, though.
Potential.
Yeah, that's a good thing, guys. That's a good thing.
Operating in the Western Hemisphere. That is a big shift.
That's a good thing, Chad. That's a good thing.
National security strategies, including from the first Trump term, which focus more on great power competition, on the pivot to Asia, on Beijing and Moscow. The focus is on the Caribbean, Latin America, and there is mention of China, not of Beijing per se. It lowers the temperature and tone, I think, in terms of China. It says we will certainly keep the status quo in Taiwan. Less mention of, very little mention of the Middle East. Says that ending the war in Ukraine and preventing it from spreading to Europe is in the country's national interest, but a very soft tone against Russia and Putin.
Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, is expected here on Saturday. Lucas Tomlinson is going to do the interview, and we'll see what sort of news he makes as well. David, how do you react to this report?
Look, this is a super consequential time for the country. The threat environment is very complex and dynamic. Our Reagan Institute survey shows that Americans broadly support an engaged U.S. in the context of peace through strength. As Jen points out, the focus on the Western Hemisphere is important. We see drugs and migration issues as being key issues the administration has dealt with. So it makes sense. Also, the national security strategy talks about reindustrialization. That's a major priority for the administration, and it'll be a major topic here at the Defense Forum.
We've been coming out here for more than 10 years together. I think the numbers that came out in your survey are higher than I could remember, actually. Look at this one here. More likely to achieve peace when the U.S. has the strongest military. 71% of Americans you surveyed agree with that, David. What's that suggest?
Look, despite a lot of talk about division, which you'd especially pick up if you're listening to the mainstream or establishment media, Americans broadly believe that the most fundamental role of government is to protect them, and they want a strong military and a strong national security to ensure they're safe.
Jan, here's another one. Which country do you see as the greatest threat to the U.S.? I think you would guess China. I think the number for Russia is higher than many people would think. You're at 48% for China, 26% for Russia.
I think what was significant was seeing how many MAGA Republicans wanted the U.S. to show leadership and remain engaged in the world. It came down to 79%. So of that first statistic you gave, MAGA Republicans still want the U.S. engaged in the world. The other interesting stat was in terms of support for Ukraine. A majority of Americans want to send weapons to Ukraine, including 65% who want to send Tomahawks to Kyiv.
Okay, so we'll see how that goes out of the White House and the strategy there. You mentioned Venezuela and the focus on the Western Hemisphere. Here we go. Military force against suspected drug traffickers. You found that more than 60% of Americans...
62% of Americans, Chad. That's huge.
Just shy of...
Approve of it.
What's that tell you, David?
I approve of it, Chad. I'm not lying.
Understand how devastating the drug epidemic has been, and they're crying out for action. Right, so this is a huge issue. When you look at the number of people who die in this country every year as a result of drugs, it's multiple 9/11s every year. So that's devastating communities across this country, and it's not surprising, therefore, that there's support for vigorous action.
Wow.
I think it's important to point out, though, that the poll was done before this controversial strike that has gotten so much attention on Capitol Hill.
Yeah, we'll see how that changes, too. Jen, we'll be
Yeah,
with
it's
you all
crazy,
weekend.
Chad.
David, thanks for being a great host. Okay?
Means a lot that you're here. Thank you.
I love the setting yet again, okay? Thank you both.
Make sure you hit that follow button, guys. Make sure you hit that follow button. Let's bring up Pete Hegseth, see what he had to say today, Chad. Let's bring him up. Bring him up, see what he has to say today.
Stage today at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in California.
Donald Trump is the true and rightful heir of Ronald Reagan.
And the Trump administration facing accusations of possible war crimes after acknowledging a second strike on a suspected drug-running boat that killed 2 survivors in the wreckage on September.
Oh, the audio check. Can you hear that right?
For a designated terrorist organization, and you bring drugs to this country in a boat, we will find you and we will sink you.
Hegseth publicly pledging unwavering support for Admiral Mitch Bradley, who he says directed the attack.
From what I understood then and what I understand now, I fully support that strike. In this particular case, it was well within the authorities of Admiral Bradley, who's an incredible American, an American hero.
Admiral
Chad, I think it was legal too, man. I mean, just to be honest with you.
Bradley briefed in
Sounds good. What up, DP?
Strike to lawmakers this week.
Cry for the yeah. I mean, it's stupid, man.
It was one of the most troubling things I've seen in my time in public service.
I didn't see anything disturbing about it.
International law says enemy combatants can only be killed if they pose an immediate threat.
If it is found that survivors were actually killed while clinging onto that boat, should Secretary Hegseth, Admiral Bradley, or others be punished?
I think you're going to find that this is war, that these people were killing our people by the millions, actually.
Democrats are pressing for the full video to be released for the public to judge.
Under the laws and the Constitution, we cannot just strike.
I think my mic's coming through something else. What do you mean?
This is either violation
I see. Hold on.
war or it's murder.
The president tells me he's still in favor.
How about that? Is that good?
The full video. The White House says it is still working with the Pentagon on that.
Yeah, Chad. I mean,
So this
you know.
morning, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem is announcing the arrest of over 150 illegal migrant sex offenders in Florida, thanks in large part
Holy
to
cow,
Governor
Chad.
Ron DeSantis, who authorized state and local officials to help immigration enforcement. Joining us now is Secretary Kristi Noem. Good morning, Madam Secretary. How are you this morning?
Still the same. I don't see any microphone coming through anywhere. Give me a second. Let me make sure it's on my mic and not
So let's talk
just
about
the
this
360.
operation,
Give me a
because
second.
this is stunning. This is a win not only for the administration, but also for the country. How are you able to nail these sex offenders? That's not easy.
Oh, Lawrence, our partnership with Florida is absolutely amazing. This
How
operation
about now? Is it good now?
Operation Criminal Return. I call it Operation Dirtbag, because these individuals
We good now?
were sex offenders, but not just sex offenders. They targeted children. So sexual assault, battery, attempted homicide. These 150 individuals will be gone off of our streets. Our kids will be safer. And this partnership with Governor DeSantis in Florida is a model that we want to replicate across the country. These individuals should have never been in our country to begin with.
Good now, okay.
They were sexual deviants and perverts, and now we've gotten them off of our streets. It's remarkable, and we need to do more of it.
So, Madam Secretary, you guys also surge resources into Chicago. But now you guys are moving on from that Operation Midway Blitz. You're going to keep some folks still on the ground. And you've already seen some success there. Homicide is down 16%. Shootings are down 35%. Robberies are down 41%. That's why I'm surprised to hear these comments from the Illinois governor. Let's play it.
The people of Chicago have deserved better than having CBP and Greg Bovino.
Yeah, Chad, this
in the
fucking guy's
city,
a fucking idiot,
I
man.
would not say that,
Chad, this
we're
guy is a fucking idiot, man. Literally, he's a fucking retard.
now going to be free of these terrorized neighborhoods.
This guy is a
and
fucking
we'll have to
retard,
continue
Chad.
to protect our neighbors and our friends and our families.
Carter, yeah, he's a fucking
Trump doesn't know
retard.
anything about Chicago. He still thinks, Chicago is someplace that's on fire, like he says about Portland. The man is.
He's a fucking
demented.
retard.
Madam Secretary, what's your response to that?
Let's call it what it is. He's a fucking retard. I wish you would. I wish you would call him a retard.
People in jeopardy.
He is a retard,
I'm just
Chad.
so thrilled
He's
with
a
the
he's a
results that we've
retard.
had in
Man.
Chicago, and we're going to surge more resources there. We're not going to just be in Chicago. We're spreading out to other cities and continuing to do our work. I won't talk about specific operations, but we're not going to give him any relief from his political rhetoric. We're going to be in there defending these families. The significant difference that we've made in public safety in Chicago is something that we need more in many more cities. So I'm so thankful for Border Patrol, thankful for ICE that they get up every single day and they go into these dangerous situations and they protect people, put their lives on the
He's a
line.
fucking
Well, I
retard,
don't know if
Chad.
you've heard the statistic, but they've had an 8,000% increase in death threats against them. We've had shots fired at our officers. We've had hits put out on their heads, but they get up every day and they go do it. And remember, they live in these communities. They want to protect their neighbors, their family members. That's why they do what they do.
So now that you guys are getting bad guys out of the country, there's this debate, even amongst some conservatives, about the legal path and the visa process. Some of the people that don't want to be citizens, but they want to have visas. I want to play this exchange between the president and our own Laura Ingraham yesterday. Let's play it.
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented people here?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles.
So, Madam Secretary, it's not just these visas, it's other visas of people, look, that want to come to the country. They don't even necessarily want to be citizens, but they're hardworking. What is the administration's position on these visas?
Now, we're going to keep using our visa programs. We're just going to make sure that they have integrity.
Yeah, we don't
That
need
we're actually
visas, man. We
doing
just need to
vetting
get all
of
these
the
motherfuckers
individuals
out of
who
here.
come
You know what
into
I
this
mean?
country, that they want to be here for the right reasons. That they're
We just
not
need to get all these
supporting
motherfuckers out of here.
and organizations that hate America. And that's what I think is so remarkable is under the Trump administration, we've sped up our process and added integrity to the visa programs, to green cards, to all of that. But also, more people are becoming naturalized under this administration than ever before. More people are becoming citizens because we're not just streamlining.
I don't know. I don't know if it's ignorance.
Immigration policies. We're also making sure that these individuals that are coming into our country and get that privilege, that they actually are here for the right reasons. The Biden administration let thousands of terrorists into this country. They opened the southern border. They abused our asylum programs.
Yeah, I mean, I say deport them all, man.
It's remarkable what
deport them all.
has done, and it's because he's a great
And
leader.
I say deport. You know, if Americans don't want to be here, deport them too. Just get rid of them. Tell them to leave.
How do y'all make the determination?
You know what I mean? If they don't love our country, why are they here?
That had clearly broken the law when they crossed the southern border, but they're not the worst of
You know what I mean?
And you got farmers and
If an American don't love America, then why the fuck are they here?
ICE and Border Patrol. How do you guys make the decision on who you guys are going to target with these operations? Because that's a big debate right now.
Oh, we do the same policies that we've done for years. We do investigative work, information gathering, we build a case, and then we go out and target those individuals that are committing horrific crimes against the American people. And when those people are brought into justice and who they're hanging out with, and individuals are vetted that are around them and with them to the street to make sure that those individuals should be here as well. This Trump administration has consistently targeted those criminal illegal aliens and will continue to do that. In fact, 70% of the people that we've encountered and arrested have criminal
Deport to deport. That's what I'm saying.
or charges that are pending. The fact that those individuals are off our streets today is remarkable. Thousands of gang members, thousands of cartel members, and thousands of known and suspected terrorists.
Yeah, make sure you hit that follow button. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Brought off the streets. Every day I talk to victims' families who are just so grateful that every single individual that we pull off these streets that commits crimes against them will hopefully protect another family from having to go through what they did.
Especially those 150 sex offenders that could have posed a lot of danger to our communities all across the country. Madam Secretary, thank you so much for joining the program this morning.
One even more Fox.
Yeah, Chad. I mean, and they all got to go, man. In my opinion, Chad. So this was in New Orleans, Chad. This was in New Orleans right here, guys. Fucking crazy, man. Watch this, Chad.
thing I know is that our people are brave.
This is Nick Sorter. Nick Sorter right here. Look. Look. Fucking ridiculous, Chad. Like Chad is public property. Why can't he go up there?
Everybody, I want federal property. I want federal property. Yep.
This is in New Orleans, Chad. New Orleans. Yeah, a bunch of thugs, man, and most they were speaking Spanish. You know what I mean?
People power. When we come together, united to defend our community. No, you need to chill out. You need to chill out. Can you chill out?
I mean, look.
Can you chill out? Can you chill out? Can you?
No, you're sitting there.
Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Get out our face. Don't do that.
Let's start up again.
You attacking people, bro.
Nobody's attacking anybody. You don't touch me.
Chill out, man.
No. Touch me. Sorry. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? You're gonna hit me with that? Really? Oh, because I asked the question, huh?
When we stand as one, there is no...
Very predictable.
No,
he asked a simple question. Oh, the National Guard is racist. I try to ask what that means. I can't get an answer. Instead, I'm hitting the face.
Yeah, most of the National Guard are legal aliens.
Like, look at this guy.
Or not, or ICE. ICE, I mean.
This guy was gonna hit me with the fucking stick.
Don't even engage me. Don't even engage with that.
And this is what we call a peaceful protest. Very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful assaults and batteries.
This is way too much running for the day.
I didn't even have the hat on this time. can I? Oh no, how do I? Walk out of here.
You're weird as fuck. It's the biggest terror strike in history.
You're wearing it. You're fucking wearing a mask.
It just keeps going, guys. It keeps going. All he's doing is walking around. He's not doing anything.
Possibly go around it, can I? Oh no, how do I? Walk out of here.
You're weird as fuck. It's the biggest terror strike in history.
You're wearing it. You're fucking wearing a mask. Question: why is the National Guard racist? Were Andrew Wolf and Sarah Beckstrom, were they racist as well? I'm just asking the question. You're in public. You can go home if you want to. We're on the sidewalk. I'm asking the question. Because she's accusing the National Guard of being racist. You just had Sarah Beckstrom and Andrew Wolf murdered. You're caught. You're caught. Hang on. Take a break. Are they racist? Walking around out here. Get out of the way, dude. All right.
And we're going to welcome up our next speaker.
I mean, like, get control of your people. Why do they? Like,
Yeah, it's like those left fuckers, man. These guys are retards, Chad. They're retarded.
An Afghan national was arrested in Texas.
Yeah, this guy right here, man. This guy right here in Texas, man.
DC, DHS Assistant Secretary Tricia
There you go,
McLaughlin
Chad.
said the suspect also reportedly let in under the Biden administration, posted a video of himself on
There you go,
TikTok,
Chad. Right here.
indicating he was building a bomb with an intended target of the Fort Worth area. White House Press Secretary
Yeah,
Caroline
in
Leavitt
Texas, Chad.
posting, quote, the
Of all
magnitude
places.
of the national security crisis Joe Biden unleashed on our country over the span of 4 years cannot be overstated. President Trump has directed his entire team to continue rooting out this evil within our borders. Our next guest is a U.S. Marine veteran who helped lead rescue missions during Afghanistan withdrawal. Chad Robichaux joins us now. Thank you so much for your service, but also thank you for joining us this morning on this incredibly important story. You know, you did several deployments to Afghanistan. You fought alongside a lot of these Afghanis, and I think you probably supported helping some of them get out of Afghanistan during that disastrous withdrawal. What were the problems you recognized at the time with letting 80,000 Afghani nationals into the United States?
Yeah, I mean, I said this on Fox News at that time. I said this in my book that I wrote 4 years ago.
80,000 people, Chad. 80,000.
We're doing the evacuations. We were evacuating.
Just need to get rid of all of them, Chad. All of them.
Not bringing people to America. In fact, no NGO, no individual has the ability and authority to bring someone to America. The only people it does is the United States government. And during the time of evacuations, we were watching the U.S. military, forced by Joe Biden. I have to give credit. Our service members did an amazing job there. But forced by Biden's White House to put unvetted, undocumented Afghans on planes and fly them straight to the United States and let them loose in the interior of the country. 80 to 100,000 of them. And when that happened, I knew immediately, I mean, it can't go well. Eventually, one of them has to be a bad guy and is going to do an attack on the United States, and this would happen. I mean, that is one scenario. We also have the border that was open every single day. And our country is just, it has been just overrun by we don't know who. Right. And this should be no surprise to anyone.
Well, one of the points, important points that I think that you have made is the fact that
Hold on, Chad. Hold on.
We're vetted.
Hold on, Chad. We got some breaking news. Hold on.
Active.
Hold on, Chad. Hold on. Hold on, Chad. The hell?
This is a
Fox News alert. Listen to this shocking development. 6,947 criminals were released from jails in New York, even though they had active ICE detainers. These released criminals, which immigration authorities were requesting,
This was an hour ago.
included people linked to at least 29 homicides. That's according to the Department of Homeland Security. What is going on in New York? And this is before Mamdani
7,000
in January. I'm joined now by New York Republican Congresswoman Claudia Tenney. Great to have you. This is incomprehensible to me. People who immigration authorities want just let out in the streets of New York?
Yeah, this is a sanctuary state, as you know, still is a sanctuary state, run by the Democrats completely. Even the governor faces a veto-proof majority in the legislature, and now we're going to end up having, a pro-sanctuary mayor coming in the 1st of January. But yeah, there are thousands, almost 7,000 people with these advanced criminal records, like, murder, you said homicide, rape, extortion, you name it, just about every crime, child sex crimes that are let into our state every single year, at least this last year. And this is all done under, and Letitia James, our Attorney General, was alerted. She doesn't care. She even goes after and is trying to prosecute any of the local governments who want to cooperate with what is called the 287G program. That program allows local police to coordinate with ICE if we have dangerous criminal aliens within the confines of a county or a city. She is interfering with that. She's actually prosecuting my home sheriff for actually cooperating. And my district in upstate New York, New York 24, my entire northern border is the Canadian border. And we have had almost 90% of the people on the foreign terror watch list under Joe Biden were coming in across the northern border. So it's a very dangerous place and a very easy place.
Yeah, through Canada.
Especially with a sanctuary state like New York.
That's unreal. Prosecuting a sheriff, meanwhile, people committing crimes in the streets of Manhattan behind me, just, let them go. That makes sense. This is the plan of Mamdani. We're just learning, what are his new plans for the city, New York City. Here's what he says he wants to do with homeless encampments, a program that would wipe them away.
Some homeless advocates and homeless New Yorkers camped out outside City Hall last night to protest the Mayor Adams' sweeps. Will you continue those sweeps? They were asking you not to. No.
So he's just going to do away with a highly successful program, as noted by the retired NYPD chief, John Sell.
Yeah, look, this is
550,000 GPS
New York City in the 80s.
Haitian immigrants on a military transport plane. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Because of their mental illness, we have to provide care for them. We have to make sure we find a place for them to go. But having them on the streets as drug addicts and people who are hiding among them, who are criminals as well, it's dangerous for the city. It looks terrible. We have them all over the state, though. This is not just New York City. These are statewide laws that allow this to happen. And, you'll see them creeping up even in smaller cities all over. It's dangerous for them. It's dangerous for the residents. And it's terrible policy that, I believe me, this is one nightmare we're going to see reenacted under the new Mamdani administration, and many more to come, I'm sure.
Man, scary times there. And then there's this story that it's confusing to me. I just didn't know what to make of it. There's an accused Chinese agent. Her name's Linda Sun, and she boasted that Governor Hochul of New York was much more obedient than Andrew Cuomo. She's 42-year-old, and she had convinced Hochul, who at the time was the lieutenant governor for Cuomo, to film a Lunar New Year video touting China's New York consulate, where she made the shocking comment. According to the evidence presented at the ex-Albany aides corruption trial, she is more obedient than the governor, the accused Beijing mole wrote to a China consular official. So how are Chinese spies getting proximity to government in New York?
Lack of oversight, lack of vetting, the same problem we have with just about every other kind of immigrant that comes into this country. We have to have vetting. I serve on the House Intelligence Committee. China is our adversary. Many would argue our enemy. They're doing everything they can. They're not going to, roll tanks in they're going to come in via any willing New York State government official, any other state official, local officials, anyone that will let them infiltrate our systems and get access to our security. That's how they're doing it, and they've been doing it.
Yeah, and of course, we all remember Eric Swalwell and Fang Fang. I won't go into the details there because it's almost lunchtime. Look, New York, here's another headline I want to bring up because this is important, and this is your constituent. Yeah. New York Post, desperate supporters urge release of cancer-stricken Long Island jeweler, not your constituent, I should say, but imprisoned by Iran for visiting Israel. So a constituent here in New York State visited Israel. Now he's being held by the Iranian government. You want him out?
Yes, absolutely. It was a 13-year-old charge. He went to they accused him, total false charge by the Iranian government. Look, President Trump has been phenomenal. He got one of my constituents out, Ryan Corbett, who sat and wasted away in an Afghani jail for over 2 years, and we were able to get him out, by the way, inauguration night. That's how quickly President Trump acted. We're just asking for the same type of relief using, the Levinson Act, which allows us to show that he is being detained wrongly by the Iranian government, letting him back. He's dying of cancer. He was only there to see his son for his bar mitzvah. This is something that is really important that we get done, and I'm sure the president is going to do everything he can with his envoy to make sure that happens. And we're grateful to the family, and also my colleague, Democrat Tom Suozzi, and I led that letter to President Trump. But we're very hopeful that the president's going to make this happen.
Absolutely. If anyone can, it could be President
Yes,
Trump. But that's
absolutely.
amazing. Inauguration night release. Amazing story. Thank you so much, Congresswoman Tenney.
Click here to subscribe
That's
to the
crazy, huh,
Fox News
Pat?
YouTube page.
Crazy, huh? So, Chad, what I want to do now, I'm going to show you a map of Venezuela, is what I want to do. I'll show you a map of Venezuela, huh? There you go, chat. This is Venezuela. So this right here, where my mouse is, this is Venezuela. You can see. Hold on, let me make this smaller. You guys can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, so this is Venezuela right here. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing over Venezuela. These are all this is like active chat right now. Let me move me over here so you guys can see what the hell is going on. Yeah, this is Venezuela. Venezuela right here. No airplanes are flying over Venezuela right now. None. No airplanes in Venezuela. Yeah, that's Venezuela, chat. So if we click on an airplane, hold on, chat. Let me. This will show you what kind of airplane they are. So I think I can filter out just military airplanes. So if you click on, if I click on this airplane, it's a FedEx airplane. So there's no airplanes flying over Venezuela. Like this is Venezuela right here. I mean, these are on the outskirts, you know what I mean? So this is off the coast of Venezuela. Yeah, I mean, there's like no airplanes flying over Venezuela. I mean, we shut down the airfield, you know what I mean? The airspace, it's been shut down. I mean, our shit's sitting off the coast right here. See if I can find a military plane here. Yeah, look at this, man. He kind of. I mean, Chad, these are all the flights going on right now in the U.S. live. This is all the flights in the United States right now. These are all airplanes that are flying right now. So if we go off the coast of Florida, go up here to Jacksonville and see what's going on here. Like NSA Jax. Yeah, it's crazy how many airplanes are in the air at one time, isn't it? Yeah, see, look at his flight path. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna fly through here and fuck Venezuela, I'm going around it. God damn, Chad, look at all the fucking airplanes in the world. Crazy, bro. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we ain't got shit on chat, so